Welcome. You have opened the hatch with your listening device. Inside is another dimension, a dimension of weightlessness, a dimension of new sights, new sounds, new experiences, a dimension of total zen. You have entered the DecoChamber. Here in the DecoChamber, we are non-denominational about diving. We will talk about everything from floating in the pool to technical diving and everything before, during, and after. Feel free to send us your stories, anecdotes, or anything you would like to hear discussed. So let's secure the hatch, begin equalizing, pressurize the chamber, and have some fun.
Down in Tortola there's a little beach shack where you can sit on the beach and have a drink or a snack. It's where we go after we scuba dive, but when the full moon rises, it comes alive. It's called the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Bomber throws a party like you've never seen, and it kinda gets crazy if you know what I mean. He turns his old shack into a party place, 'cause on full moon nights we're all from outer space down at the Bomber Shack. Floating round the Bomber Shack. Maybe it's something about that old full moon, or the island breezes, or the reggae tunes. If you dive Tortola, you'll be back for more. To the shack made of things that just washed ashore. You'll be loving life, kicking back down at the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Now it all started very simply. Bomber took some driftwood, nailed it up in a tree, then washed up an old airplane wing. They said, "Bomber, what you building?" He said, "Nothing but a thing, it's called the Bomber Shack." Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Bomber nearly finished one full moon night, and Bomber Shack had turned into quite a sight. He asked the divers to come and see. He played reggae music, they served mushroom tea down at the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Maybe it's something about that old full moon, or the island breezes, or the reggae tunes. If you dive Tortola, you'll be back for more. To the shack made of things that just washed ashore. Loving life, kicking back down at the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Party's almost finished, sun is starting to rise. It was a big success, that was no surprise. We asked Bomber when the next one be. He say when full moon high, then so are we down at the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack. Maybe it's something about that old full moon, or the island breezes, or the reggae tunes. If you dive Tortola, you'll be back for more. To the shack made of things that just washed ashore. You'll be loving life, kicking back down at the Bomber Shack. Yeah, the Bomber Shack.
refreshing schedule complete. It's time to gear up and splash. See you in the water. Until next time, this is Sarah, DecoChamber.
Please note, we are not a scuba diving training facility. Diving is a serious sport that contains risks. It can be a lot of fun, but it can also kill you. Scuba diving places human beings in an environment they are not adapted to. Proper training and equipment are necessities to dive. Our discussions are meant to share diving experiences. None of our discussions should be considered scuba diver training. Our discussions will not qualify anyone to try anything we have discussed. You must be certified to dive and experienced. If you are, have fun. If you are not, get certified before you dive and then dive with a buddy. A lot. Experience everything you learn and do not rush your training. Do not dive outside your comfort zone or limits of your training or try anything we talk about. The opinions presented here are those of the hosts and guests. They are not necessarily those of any sponsor or advertiser.